Buckle up and strap in. We're headed to Watts in Los Angeles. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It is very important to stay close to the channel in these very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull-no-punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, we got a good one to unpackage today as we head into one of the world's biggest economies, California, Los Angeles, California. Woo-wee, do we have some issues in Los Angeles. My gosh, today, we're going to examine property, of course, because this is the real estate channel, how we temperature check and gauge the health of the U.S. economy and the housing market. We're going to travel to take a look at Watts, California. Watts became famous in 1965 for the Watts riots. Whew, insane, this place. Now, what's super insane? Watts is not a place typically you put on your map to go live. Personally, like, you don't live in Watts because you want to. You live in Watts because you have to. Insane. So one of the things that we're seeing right now, the real estate market is very broken. We overstimulated it and put it into a housing bubble. Very dangerous. All artificially through market manipulation, stimulus. A crisis is what put us there. Unorganic growth is never ever good. And we saw areas get euphoric that normally would just been like not touched with a 10-foot pole. Like Watts. Like Watts is somewhere like if you look like me or possibly you don't go there at night. Probably not during the day. And here's the challenge with California. And that's where I'm reporting from. I'm a California licensed realtor in a euphoric Southern California market. It's been the Wild West, a gunfight, a showdown at the OK Corral when it comes to selling real estate. And I knew instantly, this is a bubble. What are people thinking? That this is normal? This is of course not normal, and it won't sustain itself. So we're at the front end of a correction. If we can't stop it there, recession. If we can't stop it there, a full-blown economic depression will be unleashed and the housing market will lead the way. It's the number one offender of why we're in this mess. We overheated the one asset class that has the capability of collapsing the economy. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Every single time the housing market has displayed bubble behavior, they have crashed. Every single time. That's why it was so shocking to me when I saw this all unfolding, even as an industry guy who loves real estate, changed my life. I knew that there was no way this one sustains itself. So today, to drive our point home, we're going to visit an area in Los Angeles, Watts, California, a very infamous neighborhood for all the wrong reasons. And this is a place that typically you won't want to go. And I found this really interesting as we're going to utilize our good friends over at Zillow, of course, because we got to make them useful for something. I'll stop at that. But we're going to go ahead and travel over to Watts because I found it very interesting. First of all, property values are just broken. There's like no reason property values in Watts should be where they're at, and we're going to examine that today. Number two, there's a lack of inventory. And you're like, well, why is there a lack of inventory? We're seeing inventory spike all over the nation, but then there's places like Watts that you would think would be flooded with inventory. They're light on inventory. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe that's the case. So let's go ahead and roll this footage and we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up and strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. We're heading in to Watts right here in Los Angeles, California, one of the roughest neighborhoods in America. But today we're going to examine what's going on with their real estate. So let's go ahead and bring up our friends at Zillow. And here we are in Watts. Not a lot of listings, but let's go ahead and take a look at this one and see if we can guess where they're priced out. What do you think a home in Watts like this would go for? That's a good question. Well, let's take a look inside. Well, I'm glad I'm not the agent who has to do an open house in this property, that would be a little tricky to say the least. My goodness. I don't even know what to say on this one. Now, as we take a look at this house, clearly they're not ready to sell the house, which tells me they have renters in the house, not a homeowner. And here we go. Let's read what they're saying. It's a great starter home, clean, good condition, cozy, with enough parking for 3 cars, private fenced, copper plumbing even to boot. My gosh, it sounds great. And here we go. We're on the market for $400,000. Are you kidding me? $400,000. And look at this. What it was originally priced at, that is insane. That tells me something is broken in Watts. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So that was Watts, California. Can I sell you a home there, friends? Can I sell you that home? Would you like to write an offer? For me, forget about it, not a chance. And we see pre-bubble pricing back after the last crash. It was in the $100,000 range. That's where those property prices belong. And they'll get back there. They will get back there, my friends. But the realities are this. This is why I believe. Insanity, this stuff. I almost laugh at myself as I wrap my head around what I got to unpackage for you guys. What I'm seeing there, friends, is nobody wants to live there. So the majority of people, the majority of properties in Watts are rental properties. Landlords own most of the stuff there. You don't see many homeowners there. You see renters in Watts. So if it pencils out, its cap rate pencils out for an investor to say, I'll buy it and turn it into rental property. That's what you've got in areas like Watts. It's just all investor owned, whether it's mom and pop, institutional investors. And some people like these types of neighborhoods because they know the rents, there's always just a rental demand in these areas. But they're light on inventory because nobody wants to own there. If you're there because you have to be, not because you want to be, which means you're most likely a renter. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life, as we examine the health of the U.S. housing market and read between the lines and look between the cracks. We're seeing some big, massive cracks starting to display themselves in the U.S. housing market. Tail end of a crisis, front end of a recession. This one still needs to play out. I hope you guys are awake. I hope you see what's going on. This is not the stock market. This is not the crypto market. This is real estate, the biggest asset class in the world. It will take some time for this perfect storm to start playing out, but we're seeing it right now. These people that are close to this channel, and congratulations, love each and every one of you guys that continue to stay centered and surrounded with like-minded people where iron sharpens iron. We're going to be less blindsided as this plays out because we halfway expect it. I'm going to continue to blow the lid off the industry because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. If you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next. There's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I will see you on the next video.